gun. Give on the inside.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, it's tough to play man-to-man on an island out wide. There's so much grass. They can go either way. And, the sideline is usually your friend, so you kind of push them towards the sideline. But great throw to fit that corner route in. Pretty nice coverage, too.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They go to the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Release to the back. The sure hands, it's Flowers. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Unloads it left. He makes a catch. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. On the move at the 30. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy.
Not enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Any electric run has him set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Intercepted for the 11th time. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Flowers. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Davis Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Fires to the right. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. It's caught downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Pulls it in. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it breaks into the open. the 40, and the 30. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. It's a draw. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw for it. The quick out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the beatdown has ensued.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on. Drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's the pressure. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there in linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Looking down the middle, and he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a draw. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Grease. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. And the try is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Handoff to the lone back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock. Now under a minute to go. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know